Now, after going through a number of case studies, we can draw some conclusion as far as democracy and democratic values are concerned. What are those conclusions that we can draw after examining all those case study? Now, first is final decision making power must rest in those elected by the people. If you remember the case study of Pakistan. In Pakistan, regular elections were there, elections were held. Nawaz Sharif has been dismissed. Pervez Musharraf came to power through a military coup, elections were held. But who were having the real power? It was a core committee, executive body of military commanders. That cannot be called a democratic country. In democracy, final decisions must be taken by the elected leaders. Next one, it must be based on free and fair elections. We have seen in case of Nkrumah, in case of Robert Mugabe, in case of PRI, means I'm talking about Mexico. What we come to know, regular elections were there, but those elections were not free and fair. In those elections, like PRI was using its money power, muscle power, Robert Mugabe and Nkrumah has also altered the rules and they were trying to influence. So that elections cannot be called free and fair. Free and fair election means people must have a meaningful choice. What is meaningful choice? Meaningful choice. Choice means what? For choosing their representative, they must have option. If they are not happy with one party, with one candidate, they must have the option to go with the other candidate. So democracy and democratic elections must provide such kind of opportunity. It must be free and fair. There must not be any malpractice. There must not be any influence of money power and muscle power. So in such kind of provision, free and fair election, those who are in power, they must have the fear to lose the election. Means कि एक बार जो पावर में आ गया ऐसा नहीं कि वो हमेशा रिमेन इन पावर रहेगा. देयर मस्ट बी अ फियर, देयर मस्ट बी अ चांस कि वो चुनाव हार भी सकते हैं. यानी जनता के पास अधिकार हो, जनता एग्जामिन करेगी कि किसको राजा बनाना है, किसको सर पे बैठाना है और किसको धूल चटाना है. तो द फाइनल पावर रेस्ट टू द हैंड्स ऑफ द पीपल. तो यहाँ पे फ्री एंड फेयर इलेक्शन में ये भी पावर शामिल है. मीन्स कि कोई एक बंदा लगातार ही पावर में रहे जरूरी नहीं है, वो लूज भी कर सकता है, ये जनता डिसाइड करेगी. नेक्स्ट इज वन पर्सन वन वोट वन वैल्यू. वी हैव सीन in international organizations also there was not equal proportional of rights, but in democracy there is concept of universal adult franchisee. Universal adult franchisee means citizens, as far as in India is concerned, citizens 18 or above all are having right to vote, and this is called political rights. Every person, rather regardless their caste, creed, community, social status, economic status, अमीर हो या गरीब हो, all are having the same voting power and their value of vote is equal. यानी one person one vote and one value. आप देखते होंगे इलेक्शन के दिन जब वोटिंग होती है तो सभी किस्म के लोग, जो आपके घर में काम करने वाली मेड होती है वो भी उसी लाइन में खड़ी होती है जिसमें आपकी मम्मी खड़ी होती है. तो यानी वन पर्सन वोट वन वैल्यू, सब लोग बराबर है. ये डेमोक्रेसी की सबसे बड़ी बेसिक फीचर है, इक्वलिटी, बेस्ड अपॉन द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इक्वलिटी. नेक्स्ट इज रूल ऑफ लॉ. न्याय का शासन, कानून का शासन. आप सऊदी अरेबिया की बात याद कीजिए, महिलाओं को वोटिंग राइट नहीं मिल रहे थे, तो रूल ऑफ लॉ को ओबे नहीं किया गया. क्या हुआ? एनक्रुमा ने, मुगाबे ने क्या किया? कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को अल्टर कर लिया और सुप्रीम पावर अपने हाथों में ले ली. पीपल को उन्होंने इग्नोर कर दिया, पीपल के विल को इग्नोर कर दिया. तो रूल ऑफ लॉ नहीं, मनमाने तरीके से कानून को उन्होंने बदल दिया. तो डेमोक्रेसी मस्ट हैव द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ रूल ऑफ लॉ. रूल इज सुप्रीम, no leader, nothing else, and everyone is equal in front of the law. This is the feature of democracy. Next one, dignity and respect of an individual. आप यहाँ देखिए, dignity and respect of an individual. क्या आपने देखा? In case of Myanmar, what they have done? सूकी को नजरबंद कर दिया. क्यों कर दिया? क्योंकि उसकी पार्टी चुनाव जीत गई. मिलिट्री कमांडर्स हैप्पी नहीं थे. चिली में क्या किया? यही कहानी थी. पोलैंड में भी यही कहानी थी. तो वहां पे मनमाने तरीके से नॉन डेमोक्रेटिक रेजिम्स ऑलवेज कर्ब दी राइट्स ऑफ सिटीजन्स, जनता के अधिकारों को वो छीनते हैं, मीडिया को कंट्रोल कर लेते हैं. इससे क्या होगा कि वहां डिग्निटी एंड रिस्पेक्ट ऑफ एन इंडिविजुअल नहीं होगी, वहां मनमाना होगा. अगर गवर्नमेंट आपकी बातों को पसंद नहीं करेगी तो आपकी गर्दन काट दी जाएगी, आपको सजा दी जाएगी. तो ये डेमोक्रेसी की फीचर नहीं है. डेमोक्रेसी गिव्स फ्रीडम टू स्पीक, एक्सप्रेस one's opinion. There must not be any kind of restrictions. लॉफुली तरीके से कानून की तरह वैधता के साथ कोई व्यक्ति अपने विचारों को रख सकता है, भले वो विचार सरकार के विरुद्ध जाती हो. तो ये डेमोक्रेसी के कॉमन जो एक फीचर्स हम ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं, इसी से हम एक डेफिनेशन बनाएंगे, ब्रॉडर डेफिनेशन, जो हम आगे डिस्कस करेंगे. तो ये फीचर्स सारे केस स्टडी को निचोड़ है, उनसे हम ये निकाल के आए. अब हम बिट बाय बिट डेमोक्रेसी के कुछ ऐसे फीचर्स की चर्चा करेंगे दैट मेक्स डेमोक्रेसी एक्सेप्शनली वेल, दैट इज विदाउट एनी कंपैरिजन. सो डेमोक्रेसी इन दैट वे रिगार्डेड द बेस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, तो बेस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट, सॉरी, ये सारी चीजें याद रखेंगे. फिर हम कंक्लूजन करेंगे कि डेमोक्रेसी इज रिगार्डेड द बेस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. So now we are going to discuss some other features that makes democracy different from other forms of the government. Now we are going to investigate what makes democracy the best form of government. This is also a part of the merit or features of democracy. Apart from the characteristics that we have discussed, we can add this thing also. What means democracy produce quality decision. Quality decisions. Now what is the meaning of quality decisions? Actually, democracy based upon deliberate discussion and consensus. In democratic system, before taking any major decision, discussion will take place at different levels among different peoples. These peoples are experts. These peoples are also those who are going to affected by those decisions. So before taking decisions, all concerned people, concerned communities, those are going to be affected by those decisions, are being consulted. And after discussion, deliberate discussion, again and again discussion, after getting consensus on that particular issue, decisions are being taken. So one negative point also comes over here. What is? It takes time. Sometimes democracy is also criticized that in democracy decisions are being taken late, means delay in decision. Indeed, in democracy decisions are being taken late, but the second dimension or the second phase of the coin is it produces quality decision. Once, before taking any decision, when number of people sit together to discuss on that issue, it gives a chance to rule out any drawbacks, any mistakes related to those decisions. So decision making may be late, but it produces quality decision. So the quality decision is the strong point regarding the democracy. So Even decisions are being taken late, but it produces quality decisions, so we stick with the quality decision. But one thing more, in democracy also, delay doesn't mean unnecessary delay. In democracy also, unnecessary delay must be ruled out. So over here, understand one more thing. No doubt, in dictatorship, in monarchy, since one person is held responsible for taking decisions, so there is no need of consultation with others. So in democratic countries, there is a process of discussion, but in dictatorship and monarchy, there is no process of discussion with the different people. So in those non-democratic regimes, decisions are being taken quickly. But those decisions couldn't produce quality decisions, as those decisions has not been discussed at various levels. So even though in non-democratic regimes such as dictatorship, monarchy, decisions are being taken quickly, but those decisions always having a number of drawbacks, and that is not with the democracy. And since decisions are being taken with discussion and negotiation, so whatever decisions are being taken, those decisions are accepted by the people, supported by the people. So this is one of the striking feature of democracy. Quality decision as well as decisions are being accepted, means there is a wide support of democracy among the people. People feel that this is our government and this is the decision taken by for the betterment of ours, means it is a kind of legitimacy, means democracy produce a legitimate government, a lawful government supported by the people, a lawful government accepted by the people, a lawful government that have the faith of its people. This is one of the strength of democracy, and this is a positive point regarding the democratic regime that makes democracy best form of the government. This feature is completely absent in any other forms of democracy. Now next we will discuss the another merit, and that is democracy is best in addressing social differences. Now second feature, one of the important feature, it is the core of the democracy that makes the democratic system one of the best form of government.